something that you might not know about me. I have a huge fabric collection. And like most hoarders, crafters, my stash is kept everywhere. So today I have a project that's going to put all of this fabric to good use. So with having such a big collection of fabrics, and I've got stashes everywhere, and even found the motherload of stashes in this little box. And so I've decided, hello latte, I've decided that I want to make some jelly rolls, and I've got a couple of jelly roll projects that I want to do. So I'm going to shop my stash to make them, because I don't really have access to jelly rolls. We do have Spotlight, but my mum's quilting shop is an hour away. A lot of these fabrics have come from her shop, some have come from Spotlight, and another has come from a shop that has changed hands, but I want to show you what I've got. So when I found that mega stash, I found a few categories that I can make jelly rolls out of. So we're going to do that today. I'm going to give you a little flip through of this collection. And what we're going to do is our first jelly roll is going to be florals. So let's have a little look at the stack. Okay, so first up we have this Australian kind of floral from Spotlight. We have a plain green. So what I've done is I've actually I put it into colors, because when you buy jelly rolls, they're all stacked into a nice neat colorway. So we're going through the greens now. So I did pop a couple of blenders or solids in there. So we have this beautiful green blender. Pretty sure this is from Mum's shop. Got these gorgeous succulents. That's from Mum's shop. And this is actually the first fabric that I started out with. Yes, I still do have width of fabric here. This is gorgeous. Mum's shop. I think this could be Robert Kaufman. I'm not quite sure. There's nothing left on the selvage. This was from Spotlight. Some really pretty botanicals and hidden butterflies and little birdies and stuff. Oh, there's a frog. So cute. This is from Spotlight. Has all the cute little sea creatures. Then I found this solid that would match. This is from Dizzy Daisy, which is the fabric shop I'm going to talk about that has changed hands. So it used to be owned by a lady called Superwan, and she was Thai, and she used to import these beautiful florals from Thailand. The business has since changed hands, and they're kind of doing more like retro, daisy, just nothing real special, not my taste anymore. So I'm so glad I bought these when I did. This is how fabric stashes go. You've got to get it while you can, or you might not get it again. So this is from Dizzy Daisy. We just use this on the ironing board mat. Then we have this gorgeous one. So this is starting to go into pinks and neutrals now. So next we've got a blender. This is from Mum's shop. This reminds me of the beach, this one. This is from Dizzy Daisy. See these just gorgeous florals. This one, I feel like this was Spotlight. But now we're going to go into some purple. So the overall theme is floral, botanical, bugs and birds and stuff. Pretty sure this one is from Mum's shop. This is Robert Kaufman. Purples we're going into. Dizzy Daisy, pinks and purples. This one was from Spotlight. One of my ultimate favorites from Dizzy Daisy. And now we're going to head on into pinks. We have a pink from Dizzy Daisy, just a solid. Some more florals, Dizzy Daisy. This is from Mum's shop. It's gorgeous. The collection is called Frost, I'm pretty sure. And it's got this really iridescent. I'm such a sucker for the iridescent glitters and things on top. Beautiful. And one more floral from Dizzy Daisy. Gorgeous. So we have this stack that goes from Pink. We go pink, purple, the blue and mint, and into green. So that's the order that we're going to put them in the jelly roll. And now a jelly roll is a 2.5 inch strip by width of fabric, which is your selvage to selvage. On these ones, the selvage is like this weird, you can see it looks different there. It's differently woven, that to that. And on the other ones, or here, this actually has a white selvage and the color palette. Now I want to save the selvages, so I'm actually going to cut 2 inches off here, because when I do the selvage project, I want to see quite a bit of the fabric. So that's going to be that. So my jelly roll strips are going to be 2.5, well, yeah, about 2 inches shorter than what they should be, but it doesn't matter for the projects that I'm going to use it for. So, and then you need 20 different fabrics or 40 different fabrics. So it can be 40 different fabrics or 20 different fabrics and 2 strips of each fabric. So that's what we're going to go for. I probably could have picked out 40 different florals and blenders to go with it, but I mean, this was a task. And we also have lots of other things that we're going to do. So we're going to do Disney princesses. I have enough to do that in a jelly roll. And I also have like Mickey and Donald Duck and all that I could do in a jelly roll as well. So let's get cutting. Here is the entire liner, all ironed. A lot of them had random pieces cut out of them. So I just put them selvage to selvage, and we're just going to get the best strips that we can. So for each fabric, we're going to line up selvage to selvage. That's those 2 there. Then we fold it in half and line up this side the best we can. You can either cut this again to make it straight, but I think it's pretty good. And then we line up the ruler. We've got to go the other way around. Okay, I have to turn this over to cut the 2.5 inch strip, but I did line up the edge, straighten up the edge, and you just line up the fold of your fabric with one of these lines, and then you know it's straight. Okay, so I had to turn it around so the ruler's going to work properly. So we have this beautiful straight edge. We're going to line up our ruler with the folded edge. That's how you know it's straight. And then we're going to do 2.5 inches. So we're going to line up this line with this straight edge all the way down. And then make sure you have a straight line down here somewhere. Could be this one. And that way you know you're cutting it square. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut all our strips. I'm going to be doing multiple strips because I need multiple jelly rolls for different projects. So it is the next day. I had to pack up yesterday. It is taking me so long to do this, but I think a lot of that has to do with the blunt rotary cutter blade. I don't know what's going on. I do have another rotary cutter somewhere else, but I'm just gonna struggle through it because I am having a good time anyway. We're making this beautiful stack of fabrics that are folded nicely to go back into the stash neatly. We still have all of this to go. I'm not going to film any more cutting because I think that's going to get boring, but also Did you notice I was cutting it on a cutting board? So a cutting board works just fine if you don't have like a proper cutting mat. I do have a cutting mat, but it's huge and I don't feel like getting out because I am cutting on my kitchen bench top. I do have a tabletop, but it's got Christmas stuff on it. If you watched my video about making the girls 12 days of Christmas boxes, I still need to box that up, but I'm busy crafting, okay? And then, remember how I said I need 2 strips of each fabric? So I did do that, but then I just did 1 strip over here. So continuing on, I'm doing 2 strips, well 4 strips, 2 for each pile, but I will have to go back at the very end and do, I think, 3 fabrics. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I need 1 more strip for the other pile, but anyway, it's looking really nice. I'm super excited. And I can't wait to show you the finished jelly rolls. Oh yeah, I meant to say, I'm not too worried about it taking forever because I really enjoy the process of doing things. It's very zen, just touching the fabric, looking at the fabric, cutting the fabric, so I'm not too worried. But my main problem is a blunt rotary cutter. What are you gonna do? Okay, I'm just filming in Charlie's room because the girls are out in the lounge room being loud. We are on day 3 of cutting up this jelly roll. Oh my god. But my rotary blade officially just gave out. It wouldn't cut at all, so I had to go to Spotlight and get a new blade, which is so expensive. But I had to show you a little mini haul because they have a clearance section at Spotlight and they had the cutest fabric. They have this little whimsical dragon one. Look how cute that is. And then, so I got that the other day. That was only $3 a meter, so I think I got 2 meters. And then today when I went to go get the blade, no, I must have only got 1. Because this is 2 meters and it feels like a lot more. And then this is by the same lady. And it's very Where the Wild Things Grow inspired. It's only very short repeats, like you can see the second repeat already, or you can see like 2 monsters up here. But yeah, I really love the style. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any more, but I think they are just so cute together. Ta-da! Very blues, pink and orange, but I love the little dragon. He's just so cute. So anyway, back to cutting. My pile is looking really cool. I think I've only got about 4 or 5 fabrics to go. Quick Lola check. Lola, hey cutie. What you doing, my mouse? I did a reverse Google search and I found that they are called Dragon's Tail and Monster's Walk. Right, here's my pile so far. These ones from Dizzy Daisy are a little bit longer, so I just folded them up. But that's going to be okay for the project, don't worry. It's looking nice. These are a little wonky because I cut them with scissors, and as you can see where I drew the line, doesn't matter because that'll get covered up. And I did decide to not bother with the selvages because I just want to get them cut. So let's keep going. Okay, it turns out I'm very silly because that only took 20 minutes. Before, I was like rolling it 10 times trying to cut a single strip. So that didn't take long at all with a sharp rotary blade. So if you need a new blade, just go get it. And here we go, we got it. So I'm just gonna roll it up now into the jelly roll. See, I just cut all of these. Anyway, let's roll it up and see our final product. here is the finished jelly roll. Here's all our fabrics all lined up. It does look a little huge. Like, it looks bigger than a normal jelly roll. And it's not that neat in the center because it was super hard to roll, but I am very happy and I can't wait to start the jelly roll projects together. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe if you like what you see, and check out these other videos.